Hi, I'm Jared.
And I'm David.
And this week on Hood Slappers, we're going to be reviewing the 2024 Volkswagen Golf R.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
In the late 1920s, a struggling dairy farmer was fiddling about in his basement, trying to create something that would change the candy bar landscape forever, combining both chocolate and peanut butter to create the best two-ingredient combination of all time. That is until this, the 2024 Volkswagen Golf R, combining both sportiness and luxury. And I don't think anybody does it better.
Jared, did you eat my peanut butter cups?
Well, David, it was for research.
How much research did you do?
I had to be sure. The world's hottest hatch is off to the races again this year. The Mark 8 Golf R is in its final year of production before a refresh, and you wouldn't even know it, providing its drivers with a proper amount of speed and fun, but not to be outdone by class and luxury. The 2024 Golf R can be chalked up as a sports car, dressed up as a premium hatch, thus making it the ultimate master of disguise. And I should know, I too am a master of disguise. So let's look at what makes the Golf R sporty. But first, we can't talk sporty without being sporty.
Oh, it tastes terrible. Well, let's start with the obvious, the engine.
David, easy on the Monster Energy drink.
Oh, sorry. Well, let's start with the obvious, the engine. This perfectly tuned 2-litre turbocharged engine offers a genital jousting 315 horsepower, which is 27 more horsepower than the previous generation and 75 more than the original. This is all while offering up 295 pounds-foot of torque. But there is so much more that makes the Golf R sporty.
You are absolutely right, David, because what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Germany? Okay, maybe the second. It's the renowned engineering which gives them the ability to create some outstanding cars, making them one of the best automotive producers in the world.
Because in Germany, cars aren't tested in school zones or suburbs. Their cars are designed to survive the world-renowned 13,000-kilometer Autobahn, where speed limits are folklore.
You know, I heard once they arrested someone for doing only 99 kilometers an hour.
I heard they once executed someone for passing on the inside lane.
Well, you see where we're coming from.
Some other notable items that give the Golf R its sportiness is the exterior with Volkswagen's quad exhaust, a two-piece spoiler, and a sprinkle of R-line badging representing the German word for racing, Rennen.
Now, one important change Volkswagen did make is that they no longer offer these 19-inch alloy wheels. A decision was made midway through the year to bring back the famous Pretoria alloy wheels.
Now, we want to ask you, the viewers, if that's a good idea or a bad idea. The Pretorias are dated, or are they not? Let us know what you think in the comments.
Has anyone commented yet?
I don't know, it's hard to see from here.
What's that?
It's a peanut butter cup.
But what about the interior? What bits of sportiness can be found here? Well, first, can I just say it's nice to see some grown-up paddle shifters instead of those rinky-dink afterthought paddle shifters.
VW also offers all the regular drive shift modes you'd expect, with a few additions and extras such as the drift mode and race mode.
That's right, and Volkswagen will also give you their 4Motion all-wheel drive system with torque vectoring and launch control, making this probably the most engaging Golf R to date.
Not me, Jared. I would never date a car.
Right. Well, it's also important to remember with all this stuff the Golf R offers, it makes a car weigh more, and believe it or not, the Golf R weighs more than its rivals, the WRX, the Civic Type R, and the Corolla GR.
Even with the extra weight, the Golf R is still the fastest from 0 to 60 at 4.1 seconds. Even with manual transmission, it's the fastest. Now that's sporty.
Well, David, we talked a lot about sporty things. Now it's time to shift our focus and talk about the other major ingredient with the Golf R: luxury. Comfort is the name of the game here, offering heated and ventilated leather seats that don't have an obnoxious bolster, a color heads-up display, two 10-inch screens, Harman Kardon stereo, and a heated steering wheel, keeping your hands warm as you try and figure out these haptic controls. Wait, what's that?
Looks like an R button.
Yeah, but what does it do?
I don't know.
Should we try it out?
Are you sure?
Yeah, let's try it. Oh, it did this.
That's it. Oh, what other buttons can we press? Now, just because this is a sporty car doesn't mean it takes away from comfort or space either.
That's right, because even though it's a certified sports car, you still have all the room of a regular Golf with 977 liters of cargo space.
All in all, it seems that Volkswagen has blended sport and luxury together nicely.
So why don't we go for a drive, talk about price, trim levels, and why I wouldn't buy one.
Can I drive, Jared? Can I drive? Can I drive?
I think I'll drive, thank you. Well, David, here we are in the 2024 Volkswagen Golf R. What are your first impressions?
First impressions, I like it so far. I like the blue. The blue is a very sharp blue. I like the color.
Lapis blue.
Lapis blue.
Depends on who's saying it, but Lapis.
Lapis, eh? Nice. What color? Doesn't come in too many colors though.
It doesn't come in very many colors at all, actually. You have Lapis blue. There's white, and then they've changed from the deep black pearl to a mythos black. All words that I'm not sure I'm saying properly. If it's mythos, but yeah, those are the only three colors, which is a far cry from what the Golf R used to offer when you can get those spectrum colors. It was like $3,000 to add them, but there was like 50 of them you could add, from like British Racing Green to Bukkake Yellow or something like that. I don't know what this weird names.
Lapis sounds like it would be green.
Yeah?
La Mushy Peas. Did you know the guy who designed the Golf was actually the guy who designed the DeLorean? Back to the Future?
Really?
It's true. It's true.
What was his name, do you know?
Giorgetto Giugiari, his name.
See, it sounds like me trying to say the colors of the car. I just, no one's believing me.
Yeah.
So he created, but one car was successful. The other one, I think, went bankrupt. And DeLorean.
Yeah. And just make sure you don't go 88 miles per hour, just in case.
That's right. Well, I'm at 75.
Apparently, the Pope used to drive a Golf too.
The Pope? Mm-hmm. Which Pope?
The guy with the German last name. Whatever it is. This guy, Pope Francis. I can't get
Yeah. Francis.
Francis, yeah.
A Golf?
Yeah, a Golf, yeah.
Is that a bit? Is this?
No. This is my factual info, my research. While you were eating Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, I was doing actual research.
I was doing research with those peanut butter cups.
I'm sure you were.
Delicious.
Do you have any more anyway? You eat all of them?
There might be a. Yeah. Well,
I like to eat mine with a knife and fork.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I eat my Reese with a spoon. So.
Reese for the.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
What?
You got to explain that one to me.
Reese with a spoon.
Oh.
Talk about the car, Jared. Talk about the car. What are your thoughts, first impressions?
Well, I do like it a lot. It's very comfortable. It's everything we've already talked about. The luxury aspect, the sporty aspect. It really is everything you need in a car. Here's an interesting thing, though. The car, as it comes, is it. So there's one trim level, which is the Golf R trim level. You can go manual, you can go DSG, and there's only two optional packages you can add to it, which we have here. We have the moonroof, which is above us, the full Volkswagen rail-to-rail, and then we have the carbon decor package, which we have here as well. But that's it. There's nothing else you can add to the car.
No.
So it's interesting in that sense. They just kind of made it simple, almost very Japanese-like. Where the Japanese keep it, this is your car, but this is one for everybody.
I do wish it had the shifter with the golf ball handle.
Well, they do the stick shift. Well,
Yeah.
The manual should have the golf ball,
Nice.
the texture of the golf ball at the front.
Aren't they taking away manuals though? Did I hear?
They are. After this year, after 2024, you will no longer be able to get a manual Golf R. Not here, not in Europe, not anywhere, which is very sad. But the reason for it, David, as I was investigating in my research, was that
Research.
research. See, I can do that too. was that, believe it or not, the Golf R in Europe doesn't even come in a manual transmission, which is kind of backwards of what you would think.
Oh.
So it's just going to save a whole bunch of hassle just to say, well, we'll make them all automatic, which I find interesting because the Civic Type R only comes in manual. So we'll see if anything changes in terms of sales.
That's quite the shift.
It is. Mm-hmm. That was good.
Thanks, buddy.
That was a good. I got that one.
So you obviously like the car. Why,
I do.
Why wouldn't you buy one?
Here's why I wouldn't buy one. You ever go to the Mandarin buffet, but you're not that hungry? But you go anyway, and you eat maybe a plate and a little bit, and you don't get your money's worth out of the car. That's like me. This is a car that if I'm going to buy this, I need to use it to its fullest potential. It'll get me to 100 kilometers an hour really fast. Sure. But that's all I'm going to use it for. I'm not a track guy. I wouldn't take it to a track. I wouldn't do anything like that. I have a GTI. To me, that's a fun car. I've had Civic SIs in the past. Those are fun for me because I can still toot around and enjoy them. This, I just feel like I'd be using 20% of the car and 80% would be sitting there waiting to be used up, and I would let the car down. So I don't think I could ever buy one.
You think we're driving a Golf, you'd putt around.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. You would putt around. Not in this. There's no putting in this.
No, so it's a good drive.
I mean, the price is a completely different thing altogether, but I think the value is there for the amount you're going to spend on the car. However, David, what is the price?
So it begins at 51,778, and then the number one competitor, the Type R, is just over 53,000.
So this is less money than a Type R.
Yeah.
But this gives you all-wheel drive. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
There are, though, going to be model changes next year, too.
There are. Yes, they're going to do a couple updates for the 2025. Things like the headlights, they're going to change those, alter them a bit. You may have seen a spy shot online. There's also going to be some sort of AI integration into the car. And when I think of the Golf R, I don't think about, oh, well, is it safe? Or the seatbelt's tight? Does the ding, the seatbelt ding, is it loud enough or whatever? But believe it or not, the IIHS did not give the Volkswagen Golf R the top safety pick plus. And I'm not a big fan of that. I think that's stupid because they didn't get it because of the headlights. And there's a big thing, there's stats about headlights have to shoot a certain distance and what have you, but they didn't pass the full safety test because of their headlights.
Oh, the headlight stats, eh?
Yes.
I wonder what those stats were, he said as he reached for his clipboard. Did you know that in 2020 there were 35,766 fatal crashes in the US?
The US, yes.
Alone, and half of those occurred in the dark and a quarter of those on unlit roads.
But I mean, you're in the dark. Was it the headlights problem? Or if you're in the dark, you have to drive accordingly. You're not, you know what I mean? The headlight, I don't know. I wouldn't blame that on the headlights. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame those accidents all on the headlights. Here's a little did you know, viewers. You have your lamps here. You can touch here to turn your lamp on, the little light button to turn on and off, or you can touch the actual light itself. And if that's too bright, if you touch and hold, you can actually dim your light. Pretty cool.
Actually, last time I went to the Mandarin, the lights were so bright, I almost burned my retinas. I was like, hey guy, you need to dim some lights.
Nice. Okay. Okay, viewers, so I want to go into this a bit. So we're going to go to race mode for a second. Go to race mode, go to drift mode. Only be used when a driver has the appropriate driving skills. Just go back to...
Yeah, let's just go back into comfort. I feel
mode.
much better, thank you.
It is comfortable. Well, there you have it. The Golf R's sportiness and luxury can be added to the list of greats like chocolate and peanut butter, gin and juice, sunny and share. And Volkswagen's taken this Golf R and added these elements to an already very practical Volkswagen Golf, making it one of the best vehicles for the money. The Golf R excites its drivers when they want to go fast, but it also pampers to them if they just want to drive and relax. It's made for the Autobahn, but it caters to everyone. So with that, I give the 2024 Volkswagen Golf R my hood slap of approval.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Hey, is that mine?
Good night, folks. A big thanks goes to our friends at Volkswagen Waterloo for allowing us to use this 2024 Volkswagen Golf R. If you're in the market for one, go see them at 550 Weber Street North in Waterloo. But go fast because they're not going to be around long.